Hello, hello, hello. Hello on this murky Saturday. I just thought I'd come on here quickly because I'm making this soup anyway, and I thought, so hang on, what time is it? It's not quite, it's about 6 minutes to 3. So I thought I'd just do this in real time so that you can see how easy it is. Look, I'm rubbish at chopping. Right, so what I've got over here is I've got my pan with a little bit of olive oil. Hello, hello. Hi Heather, how are you today? It's a funny old Saturday, isn't it, with no town to nip into and can't just nip out to the shops. So I'm just going to soften those onions. So I'm going to get those going on the stove. But so what I do when I make vegetable soup or any soups, I do not follow recipes. So I'm only showing you this because I just basically lob everything I've got. Ah, good, Heather. Hiya, Sophie. So it's just to show you how easy it is. And the other day I picked up a can of tinned soup, and the tinned vegetable soup, it's all right for an emergency when you're at work or whatever, just quick and easy. But I always think they taste horrible. The processed food. So if you do this, and I'm talking, but I'm keeping my eye on the time, 6 minutes to 3. And basically all I do is lob everything I've got out of the fridge, start off with an onion, any vegetables you like, and I thought it'd be nice when I've finished to put in some beans. So high in protein, 1 of your 5 a day. And what I use for my stock is I use this, you'll recognise that bouillon, because I used to work in a vegetarian, and I'm going to carry on chopping. So I've got here a leek, and you'll see I'm just showing you how I actually do it, because I want to make it, but I want to make it quick. So I don't chop things really nicely, because what I do at the end, so this is just a leek and a half that I had left over. I hope he doesn't need this leek for anything. And then I just use, oh, that's done. So I can, oh! Get down! Cat wants to, you know, that's my daughter's cat. Oh, it's always making me jump. It's a good job I'm only making this for us, isn't it? Oh my God, she said, mind the cat don't jump up. I don't know. So we've got leeks in here, and I'm just going to soften them. So all I basically do is soften the onions or the leeks or whatever. Let's get them whilst up a bit more. I'll show you what I'm doing in here. I'm just giving them a bit of a stir till they get going. And then you'll see I've got some carrots that I've chopped up there. And I found in the shop a couple of little white turnips. So I've washed that. And that one, I tried to peel it, but it didn't peel very well. So I'm not going to bother. And you'll see I'm not that fussed about how I chop them up. So I've not even taken the skin off that, and a lot of times the skin, the goodness is in the skin. So I'm just going to leave those there. So my daughter's already asking me, when's this soup going to be ready? And I found floppy old celery sticks that are starting to go soft in the fridge, and I'm just going to chop them up. Dead rough. I'm just going to pop them on there. And for my soups as well, what I always use is the insides of the celery, because it's fine. You don't want to waste anything. Right to the top. Chuck it all in. I'm just going to give me onions a stir. Dog's watching that cat outside. forgot to put my kettle on too. So you'll see, let me show you what I've got over here. So I've got, so there's me leeks and onions. I'm just softening them. So what I tend to do is do that first, and then once they're softened, hi Tracy, hi Helen, hi Hayley. So what else have I got here? Do you know what? I'm going to put another couple of celeries in, and you can see how rough I'm chopping them. Chopping them really rough because I can't be bothered. And what I do at the end of it is use this. I wazz it up a little bit, and I always think this is really good. A good device that for soup, because you can wazz it all up, and you can either do it really, really smooth, or you can do it just a little bit so it's still got a bit of texture. And I'm going to put a couple of courgettes in. So those, look how chunky I'm doing these. Boom. So let's stick them on there. And it, honestly, because you're wazzing it up, it doesn't matter that they're not chopped amazingly. So, and by the way, when I make soups, got white cabbage, I can never fully guarantee how they're going to turn out, because I've never made this before. I'm just going, right, let's lob it in and see how it turns out. So I've got that. So what I'm going to do when it's cooked, so I'm going to leave it to cook, but when it's cooked I'll wazz it all up, and I'll show you what I do and how much stock and stuff I put in. And then I'm going to wazz it up a little bit with this, but I'm just going to pour those in right at the very end, the beans, because they're already soaked, and I don't want them to be mush. I want those whole. So I'm hoping to get it all cooked through and quite rustic and quite lumpy, and not everything overcooked to a mush, but have those nice and whole at the end. So let's have a look, see. Here it is, here it is. Look, can you see? We had to clean that because I saw it on one of my lives and it was absolutely minging, wasn't it? Hi Chelsea, hi Mia. Hi Helen. So we've got that. Just wazzing it, wazzing it, wazzing it, wazzing it. And I'm not even that fussed how softened they are, to be honest. Let's give it a... I better just soften those a bit longer. But I've just put the kettle on to boil. And they're just softening. But to be honest with you, they'll be fine. I think the onions were already pretty well softened to start off with. How are you all? Are you having a nice Saturday? Well, I'm not on my own. My daughter's in the house and my son's gone to work with... Hiya Chloe! Are you alright everybody? So, my husband's gone to work with my son, because that's his Saturday job, building, earning a few pennies, and that Chloe, my middle daughter's called Chloe, she's had me exercising this morning. You know when you've exercised and you haven't done it for ages and then you can't get down the stairs? Hiya Hayley! Oh, do you know what? Doesn't frying onions smells so nice, doesn't it? So I'm just giving them a bit of a soften. And, right, it's just gone. It's about 3:05 now and I'm pretty ready to just leave it. So it just, basically, is just chopping everything in, chopping everything up and lobbing it in. So I'm nearly happy with that. So I'm going to go and get all the bits and pieces. So I've got I'm going to turn it down a little bit. So I've got my carrots and celery. So that's going in. I'm just going to put a little bit of water in, just so it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. But let me, and what have I got here? And I'm not even joking, I don't know how this is going to turn out. So you can see it's full to the top, and the reason it's full to the top is because if I'm making a big pan of soup, right, so I've got my cabbage going in. If I am making a big pan of soup, right, I like there to be loads left, and then you can keep it in the fridge or freeze it. So what I'm going to show you, you know, like normal people put the stock in a Pyrex jug. I can't be bothered to do. Can't be bothered to do that. So I'll tell you what I do. Right. I can't be bothered to do it in a jug, so I just go. So I just go like that. And then this is boiled, and then I just put my boiling water over it, how much I sort of think. Because you can always, if it's too thick, you can always add more water afterwards. So I can just see it. And I'm going to, bit of salt. So, bit of salt and pepper. But, be careful, and I've told you, read labels of your, like, soups and stuff. But, honestly, it wouldn't bother me, personally, having a can of soup for me dinner, but honestly, I don't think they taste nice. I really don't. They got like a gloopy taste, and I just think if you've got a can of vegetable soup or something in a tin, that lasts for years and years and years. What do they do to it to keep it that long? So honestly, you can see. I'm going to take some pictures later on of me just... Well, do you want me to come back on live and show you the next bit I do when I just waz it up when it's all cooked, and then I'll taste it. Do you want me to come back on live? Because I'll show you what I do with... Right, these beans, I've not noticed. It says they're in vinaigrette, so I hope they're all right. I didn't notice that. But I know you can get mixed beans. But I'll show you what I'm going to do now. Ooh. Right, I'll show you what I'm going to do now, because you know these beans, don't you hate it when people wash up and they leave all bits in the bottom of the sink? It's disgusting, isn't it? That's that Chloe that washing up before minging. Right, well, these cans of beans, I knew they did have, they're like right gloopy stuff. Watch, it's like right gloopy. So I don't even know what that is. Whatever it is to keep it. But I don't like the look of it. I don't know what on earth it is they're keeping it, but it's gunky and horrible. I mean, if you were being really good, I'm going to wash them, Heather. Look, can you see this device here? Look, can you see? Watch, Heather. See, that's what I'm going to do. That's exactly what I'm going to do, Heather. So, I don't know, are you supposed to wash them or not? Rinse them. Rinse the beans, Hayley. Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing. So they'll be ready, and that stuff in there is horrible, isn't it? It's horrible, that stuff in there. So I'll just give them a right good wash. But I'm not going to put those. I can just leave those in there. I'm not going to put them in the soup until that's cooked. The soup's cooked. And I'll waz it up. So I'm going to show you. I'll come back on live in a bit. Do you want me to come back on live in a bit? Show you? Right, I will do then. Nobody's replying. Thank you, I feel very lonely here on my own. Right, so let's see, and I'm going to tell you if it's a good one or a bad one. You can't go wrong with carrots and celery in soup. And I always like a lot of oniony stuff. Right, and if I'm making a turkey broth, I'd pretty much do it the same. And I waz it up a little bit at the end, so it's still a little bit lumpy. And then I add the bits for my, you know, the bits that I've pulled off the chicken carcass. I put that in after I've wazzed it up a bit. But I'm going to go now, because I've got to do my hoovering. Saturday, don't it do your head in? I've got loads of things that I want to do. Lots of stuff that I still want to read. And I want to make me dolly. And I've got to do my housework. That's what happens when you've got 3 dogs. You've got to hoover all the time. All up the stairs is full of dog hairs. They do your head in, don't they? They might be cute, but they have a lot of dog hairs. Right, I'm going to go now, and I'll see you in a bit. And I'll come back on, Hayley, just especially for you, because you said yes, please. I'll come back on, and I'll show you what it'll look like in the end. But you can see, I've been chunnering on, and that's only took me 15 minutes, and it's pretty much done. Is that not the starch from the beans? Probably, yeah, but I'm a bit thick and I just think it's gunky stuff. So it is, so I've washed my beans, but it'd be right nice. And I tell you one thing that some people like to do is put little bits of pasta in as well. Hi Hannah, I'm going to go, but I'm going to come back in a little bit, maybe half an hour or something, when it's, I'm just going to simmer it. So make sure it's not boiled. I'm going to put it on the back one, because that one's a bit smaller. But it's just like, it's not hard work. When you do that, it takes 15 minutes, lob it all in a pan, chop it all up, and then you can, once it's cooled down, you can just freeze it. I'll watch later as I'm on nights and going to sleep before I start. Oh, bless you, Hayley. Hope you have a lovely evening, Hayley. All right, you can, I'll say hello to you for night shift. I'll specially say hello to you, Hayley. All right, if you watch it later. I hope you have a lovely evening. All right, don't work too hard, Hayley. Make sure you take some water on your night shift and don't eat too many sweeties, all right? Okay, right, bye for now. Love you all, bye.